soft from all these years. I'm signing my name where you always sign yours, line by line, the way we always share. Then I turn the beneficiary page, tucked in the back, still crease the same. 15 years married, and this box never checked, still holding her maiden name. I keep my voice even, keep sorting the mail, tell myself it's just some old mistake, but my hands go still on the kitchen chair. And I have to ask, whose name is on the policy, baby? Whose name is on the policy? 15 years I've been your wife, whose name still carrying your life? I never asked about the years before me, thought that silence was just being kind, but being careful and being invisible feel the same when you don't say what's on your mind. The date stamped on that form is April, same spring you told me she was gone. 15 years, the ink never moved once. Some paperwork just stays where it's drawn. I keep my voice even, keep sorting mail, tell myself it's just some old mistake, but my hands go still on the kitchen chair. And I have to ask, whose name is on the policy, baby? Whose name is on the policy? 15 years I've been your wife, whose name still carrying your life? He says I couldn't open that folder, open it meant feeling her gone again. Wasn't about you coming second, was a door I never let close back then. I hear it now, not disregard, just a man still holding grief he couldn't name. I put the pen in both our hands and say, let's write us where the paper stays. Whose name is on the policy, baby? Both of our names are on the policy. 15 years to get it right. Now we're both written into this line. Whose name is on the policy? There's no more question, just our life. Folders closing, corners soft, two names dated side by side. Whose name is on the policy isn't a question anymore, it's just our life. She sets the phone against the windowsill glass, Same corner spot, same minute it's set to pass. 8:59, she's touching up her hair, dressed like company for an empty chair. 9 o'clock every night, that's the only promise left. His voice comes thin through the wires, close as breath. 3 states between us, but the clock don't care. 9 o'clock every night, I'll be there. 11 weeks of shift reports and grocery lines. Tonight the screen just rings and rings and rings. No good night draw, no how's my girl tonight. Straight to voicemail on the dot of 9. She keeps the lipstick on, though no one's there. Lets the coffee go cold, straightens the chair. Tells herself it's traffic, tells herself she's fine. Watches the numbers climb past 9:09. 9 o'clock every night, that's the only promise left. His voice comes thin through the wires, close as breath. 3 states between us, but the clock don't care. 9 o'clock every night, I'll be there. Midnight finds her wide awake in the kitchen light. Phone finally buzzing, his voice rough, I'm alright. Truck went off the shoulder, phone died in the wreck. She's shaking now, forgot to be the strong one for a sec. I started dressing up for a call nobody sees, just so I'd still feel like somebody's wife to be. He says, baby, I didn't call, 'cause I don't care. I call 'cause that clock's the only thing that gets me there. 9 o'clock every night, that used to be the only bridge. Now we're calling out of turn, no schedule, no script. 3 states between us, and we don't wait for a sign. Love don't only live at night. Phone still glows on the windowsill, but now it rings whenever it will. 9 o'clock's just where we start, not the whole shape of this heart. Second week of March, receipts all over the table. I copy his mileage in the spiral book by hand. Every third Saturday, the same round number. 84 out, 84 home again. He calls it a supply run. I write supply run. 9 years of my own handwriting saying so. 2 towns over, 2 towns over. He's back before the porch light needs turning on. 2 towns over. Last April I let 4 cars ride between us. Followed that truck past the co-op and the grain. He stood outside a chain-link fence behind third base, hands in his pockets, never went in. Girl in a red batting helmet knocked one past the fence, and he smiled at somebody I never met. I turned around at the light, beat him home, put the groceries away, and I still wrote supply run. 2 towns over, 2 towns over. He's back before the porch light needs turning on. 2 towns over. Says her name is Diana, she'll be 18 in June. Says the winter we were separated, I don't need the rest. I hear myself say I know. Flat as a plate set down. A whole year I kept it in a column, because a number never has to look at me. So I open the book to March, cross out supply run, and write it down the way it is. 2 towns over, 2 towns over. Take the truck in the daylight, say her name out loud. 2 towns over, 2 towns over, 2 towns over. I'll keep the books honest, you can keep the drive. 2 towns over, 2 towns over. 2 towns over. 2 Still got the same message on the phone. 4 names on the tape, only 2 of us home. other day. Some man laughs, sounds like a full house, and hangs up right away. I stand at the counter with the light still blinking red. Mikey, Dana, Sam, and Ruth, words I never crossed off instead. Still living in that little box, like they never left. I press play just to hear it one more time. 4 names lined up in a voice that used to be mine. Sam's room's an office now, Ruth's holds the tree, but that tape still swears this house is bigger than you and me. 19 messages nobody's calling back for. I let them blink like company still at the door. Who are we keeping this greeting for? 4 names ringing that don't live here anymore. It's just you and me now. Just you and me now. You're coming from the porch, catch me standing still. I say I never could erase it, my voice starts to spill. Erasing it felt like losing them twice, made it too easy to see. This house gone quiet, and maybe it'd swallow up you and me. You don't say a word, you just take hold of my hand. Walk me to the phone like we're starting up a band. Who are we keeping this greeting for? Nobody's calling for the way it was before. It's just you and me now, and that's enough to hold. Just you and me now. New voices on the tape, growing old. You've reached the house, just the 2 of us these days. Leave us a message, we'll call you back. Take our time, it's just you and me now. Just you and me now. Chrome table wheeled in an hour before the bell. Right beside my bag on the concrete floor. New teams got gauze cut clean and hands that never swell. Standing where I stood the fights before. 15 years I read this room by feel. My hands don't shake, my face don't show. But there's a chair they brought that wasn't there last week, and a name that ain't mine on the door. I'm walking out my corner tonight, not 'cause these hands forgot the work. I'm walking out my corner tonight, 'cause 30 years I stayed for the hurt. Promoter comes back, won't look me straight. Says the kid wants somebody sharp tonight. Fighter won't meet my eyes across the tape. just checks his gloves under that new light. 15 years I rest this room by feel. My hands don't shake, my face don't show, but there's a chair they brought that wasn't there last week, and a name that ain't mine on the door. I'm walking out my corner tonight, not 'cause these hands forgot the work. I'm walking out my corner tonight, 'cause 30 years I stayed for the hurt. Truth is I never stayed for the fighters, never stayed for the purse or the belt. I stayed 'cause a corner makes a man feel needed, and I mistook that feeling for myself. So I hand the new man my backup in swell, same steel my daddy wore down smooth. Tell him watch the swelling, watch the eye. There's nothing here I still got to prove. I'm walking out my corner tonight, not broken, just done being used. I'm walking out my corner tonight, nobody's hands but mine to lose. Bags riding shotgun, buckles still warm, 30 years folded into cracked old leather. Whatever happens under that light, I'm already gone, and I feel lighter. He counts her in soft, 1, 2, 3, hold. The same low murmur he used on the floor with me. She lifts on the floor easy, like she's done it before, and the mirror doesn't blink, but I do. I used to own that hush before the turn, the little breath he takes before he lets her go. I'm standing at the barrier, pretending I don't hear it, pretending my hands aren't shaking, soft and low. Is that my count? The 1, 2, 3. You care behind your teeth for me. Is that my count? Or did you teach it new and forget to tell me? The shoes are still the same ones, rosin dark and worn. Left one rest-stitched, I sewed that seam myself. 6 years and he's never bought another pair. But everything else in this room has changed. I used to own that minute hush before the turn, the little breath he takes before he lets her go. I'm standing at the barrel, pretending I don't hear it, pretending my hands unshaken, soft and low. Is that my count? The 1, 2, 3. You kept behind your teeth for me. Is that my count? Or did you teach it new and forget to tell me? I taught you that count before I taught myself how to let it go once the music stopped. 6 years of quiet and I still hear it in my sleep. Still feel your hand find mine on the drop. Is that my count? Say, whose name was on it first? Is that my count? 'Cause I built that hush, I know it word for word. So go on and use it. It was never yours to keep. I sealed my name in the soul, and I'm walking out on my own 2 feet. The shoes stay on the floor. I'm done chasing the sound of a door I already closed. You talk to me over the faucet, and I watch your mouth, not your eyes. 31 years of your sentences, I can build one out of 3 words. You laugh and I laugh, half a beat behind you. You never once called me on it. What did I miss? I always asked it like a joke. What did I miss? Just a nod, a hand on your sleeve, and you'd let it go. And I'd let it go. Sunday at your sister's table, you leaned in close to my good ear. They wanna look at my heart again on the 12th, and I said, that's nice. Nobody laughed, your sister set down her fork, and you didn't say it twice. What did I miss? I always asked it like a joke. What did I miss? Just a nod, a hand on your sleeve, and you'd let it go. And I'd let it go. in the bathroom drawer. Back of February under the towels. Two beige things the size of a thumbnail. Batteries still sealed in the paper. I told that girl I'd think about it. I was thinking about my face. So you started pointing at things. You quit calling me from the truck. It was never your voice that got quiet. What did I miss? I put them in at the kitchen table. What did I miss? The case is empty in the drawer. So say it slow, honey, say it slow. Start at the top, take all night. I'm not guessing anymore. Say it slow. The funeral home was cold with lilies, every folding chair filled but one. I was greeting cousins, counting minutes, when I saw you slipping past the door. You didn't come up to the casket, you didn't reach out for my sleeve. You just found the last pew empty and sat there like you still had a right to grieve. 30 years since you left on a Tuesday, a note where the milk should have been. No goodbye, just an empty driveway and a ring I don't miss anymore. The gas book sat open by the doorway, a pin chain careful to the stand. You signed your name plain, no message, set that pen back down like nothing happened. Standing in the back pew, like you still had a claim to my tears. Standing in the back pew, stirring up 30 quiet years. I didn't turn around and shout it, I just felt the old ground shift. Standing in the back pew, reopening a door I thought I'd fixed. Then his hand found mine on the hymnal page, steady the way it's always been. I thought I'd want an apology, but I just wanted you gone before I turned around. I watched you slip out at the closing prayer. No word, no look, no ceremony. And the ache that held on for 30 years went quiet, soft as a closed door. Standing in the back pew, you gave me back my 30 years. Standing in the back pew and walking out before I turned to face my fears. I don't need the apology now, I've got a hand that's holding mine. was the last page of an old clothesline. Your name's still plain, no message there. I set the pin back in its stead and take my husband's hand up the aisle where the light falls fair. At 11:30 I sign out, hang my badge on the nail. There's a slope at the end of this lot. I've parked up there since the first hard freeze. Key turns over to a click, so I let her roll and drop her into second. I told the girls it's for the heater. That was never true. You've been out here all winter, nose to my hood, lights down low. Never honk, never holler, just sat till I made the road. You've been out here all winter. Tonight the salt truck took my hill, so I parked flat by the loading door. Key clicked twice and I just sat there, doing the math on what a toll would run me. Then two knuckles on the glass, cables already in your hand. Not one word about the hill. You've known about that hill since Thanksgiving. You've been out here all winter, nose to my hood, lights down low. Never honk, never holler, just sat till I made the road. You've been out here all winter. Turn grown men in their beds all night, never let one see me strain. I'm 52 years old and I have never called a soul and soul and come get me. Tonight I sat in your headlights with both hands still on the wheel. And I cried where you could see it. You looked out at the road and let me. You've been out here all winter. Tomorrow I'm parked first row beside you. Hood up before I go in. You won't be out here alone, oh winter. Oh winter. You won't be out here alone. To sound check, door already unlocked. I walk in with my clipboard, my mouth already talking notes. Then I see your old Strat leaning there, my strap slung off the neck, initials tooled and cracked, tuned to open G exact. I set my coffee on the amp. Don't look at you, how long. You just let me stand there stalling, like that Strat's been playing this whole song. I thought I left with nothing left behind. Burned every letter, closed that door, walked out clean and quiet-eyed. But you kept the Strat, not me. Tuned it right, hung it low, left it there for me to see. You kept the Strat, not me. I told the label it was the heat backstage. Told myself the shape was just rust. Found a box of matches balanced on your amp case. Watched the flame instead of watching us. 25 years you never said my name, never called, never once wrote back. But somewhere in a case under that amp, you kept a strip of hide still holding my shape. I set my coffee down again, watched the ash catch on my sleeve. You just let me stand here breaking. Guess you waited long enough to see. I thought I left with nothing left behind. Burned every letter, closed that door, walked out clean and quiet-eyed. But you kept the Strat, not me. Tuned it right, hung it low, left it there for me to see. You kept the Strat, not me. Maybe clean was never true. Maybe walking wasn't strong. It was just quick. Maybe I needed you broken, same as I was, so I'd feel less like the one who left. I burned every page you ever sent. You kept one Strat, let it stay bent to the shape my shoulder used to know. I thought you let my name go dark in the crowd. Thought that Strat was just leather, nothing loud. But you kept the Strat, not me. So tonight I'm not hiding behind harmony. I'm strapping in right where they can see. You kept the Strat. Now watch me keep me. Open G, same as I left it. Only this time I'm not leaving. march still unseen. You said the sunset's orange out past the rig tonight. I play it once, then I play it right. I play your voice twice, just to feel you closer. Lay my head by the speaker like it's your shoulder. Woke up still holding the tablet, screen gone dim and warm. Tuesday's message sitting there, 3 days untouched, unopened, calm. Scared there's nothing new to say, scared it's just the same. Scared I like that little red button more than I like your name. I play your voice twice, but it's getting harder to tell your real laugh from the recorder. Then the phone rings wild past 3. Your time, not mine. You say, baby, I'm coming home ahead of schedule. I'm cutting my line. I won't play it twice tonight. Your voice is right here, closer. No need for the speaker. You're already home, no matter how far the water. Tuesday's message, I finally hit play. Not to sleep, just to hear you laugh anyway. Folder still there, dates stacked in a row. But tonight your voice comes live, and that's all I need to know. Stay with me. Third shift lets out at 6. Lot lights buzz, nobody talks. I walked out with my sleeve pushed up, ready to rub a hole in the frost. But the glass was clean, clean from door to door. Both wipers standing up like hands. Somebody got there before me. Who does that? 10 degrees still dark. Who does that? Somebody I can't name took the whole windshield off. Who does that? My scraper snapped 2 winters back. I never bought another one. I've been driving home through a circle about the size of my open hand. Girl on the line said, That's the man with the flatbed second row. He's been doing the night shift car since New Year's. He buried his wife in April. Who does that? 10 degrees still dark. Who does that? A man with nothing left to fix, fixing 8 cold windows. Who does that? I don't need a thing. 3 years of hauling groceries up in one trip so nobody would ask. Friday I'll be out there early, 2 coffees going cold in my hands, and I'll say, I know it was you. I'd like to learn your name. Now I know who does that. 10 degrees still dark. I do that now. New scraper in my trunk, his truck 2 spaces down. That's who does that. Who does that? Somebody does. I do that now. Stay with me. Stay with me. Table's clear except the tablet screen. Folders sorted by the date, half of March, still unseen. You said the sunset's orange out past the rig tonight. I play it once, then I play it right. I play your voice twice, just to feel you closer. Lay my head by the speaker like it's your shoulder. Woke up still holding the tablet, screen gone dim and warm. Tuesday's message sitting there 3 days, untouched, unopened, calm. Scared there's nothing new to say, scared it's just the same. Scared I like that little red button more than I like your name. I play your voice twice, but it's getting harder to tell your real laugh recorder. Loving a photo more than the man who filled it honest. Then the phone rings well past 3. Your time, not mine. You say, baby, I'm coming home ahead of schedule. I'm cutting my line. I won't play it twice tonight. Your voice is right here closer. No need for the speaker. You're already home, no matter how far the water. Tuesday's message. I finally hit play. Not to sleep, just to hear you laugh anyway. Folder's still there, dates stacked in a row. But tonight your voice comes live, and that's all I need.